Are you frustrated from circling the block looking for parking? Are you tired of paying over $500 a month for garage parking? Hi, I'm Courtney Stern, founder of ParkWatch. Our community AI app solves the pain points of parking by navigating to your destination, matching with parking buddies, and providing real-time parking. Why does it take hours to find parking? According to Simply Analytics, there are 0.3 available parking spots per New York City household. With outdoor dining, city bike stations, and loading zones, the Department of Transportation eliminated 7,000 parking spots. How do we fix this? We match users based on their opposite parking schedules to arrive at their destination with parking. Our first parking buddy was a commuter from outside the city who arrived at the hospital at 7 a.m., received the local's parking spot, and after her shift ended at 4 p.m., she gave the local her spot back. Our users were so grateful that they saved money, 2 hours daily, and had guaranteed parking. Next slide. With 40% increase in New York City car ownership since 2020 and subscription-based revenue model, we found the serviceable obtainable market in only New York City is $482 million. The app will be free for the first 6 months, so users can enjoy saving on average garage fees of $6,000 a year. Eventually, charging $192 per year on our path toward profitability with our beta app launch in one city, targeting high traffic neighborhoods. Next slide. Our value proposition is unique because not only do we provide parking matches, but users have a leaderboard to increase parking shares, and also users can rent their driveways to earn money, directly message parking buddies, and keep other users accountable with a rating system. No other parking app currently has all these features and actually solves the problem. Next slide. Last month, 100 members signed up for our app waitlist with minimal advertising. There are 2 active WhatsApp groups on the Upper East Side with 120 members that interact daily just to find parking. We belong to a Facebook parking group in New York City that has 1,400 members. Next slide. ParkWatch is an innovative human touch and technology solution that solves the parking problem, fosters community, and reduces fuel emissions. Please fund us to pay for our Viral Loops marketing campaign page and direct mail marketing. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Great presentation. 4 minutes of Q&A. Holly, you're up.
All right, let's start with Allie.
Great, thank you, Courtney. You know, I go to New York a lot, and I can imagine you're solving a huge problem for people. Can you talk a little bit more about your revenue model, how you make money, and who you're charging?
Sure. So our revenue-based model would be a subscription fee would cost $14.99 per user per month. Our cost of goods sold is 1.5 to every subscription sold. And the other question, it's primarily going to start off being sold to consumers, but eventually it's going to be a B2B business too, because we can sell to companies to offer as an employee benefit to their employees to arrive to work safely, especially in COVID.
Jean, what do you have?
I'm a little confused. You started at the beginning saying that there was some AI involved, and I guess I wonder if you could help us understand sort of how does this really work? I'm driving around, I'm looking at my phone. If you don't mind just honing a little bit about how that works.
Sure, great question. So there's an algorithm that works behind the scenes. So when users sign up, they input their schedule. If they want to be matched with parking buddies, there's different options when they sign up. So they say, hey, I'm leaving Monday morning every day at 7 a.m. and I need, or well, it depends if they're a local or a commuter. So just for a local is leaving at 7 a.m. and a commuter is coming in and needs parking at 7 a.m. So they share parking spots. And then when that hospital worker leaves the hospital, she offers up her spot to either the same local or a different local based on their opposite parking schedules. So that's our main niche of our app, by matching the timing of users who need parking, but also say things happen. You could have a flat tire, you could be stuck in traffic, you could be stuck behind the garbage truck. If you've ever been there, that's terrible in New York City. So we also offer, if your parking buddy cancels last minute, you can be matched in real time when you're within 30 minutes of your destination with another user who's leaving their parking spot. So we not only have, we offer parking services for consistent schedules. So say they have grocery shopping every Sunday or their commuting schedules, but we offer real-time parking.
So can I just add on to Jean's question? So
Yeah.
can you just describe the AI side of this and how this is there predictive analytics, or how are you connecting the dots using AI?
Sure. So without getting into too specifics of how the AI works, because hopefully it will be trademarked, but essentially I created multiple inputs that users need when they find parking spots to match users together. So there's many inputs that go into the smart algorithm. And therefore, when they arrive at their parking spot, they'll know a week before that they're matched with a parking buddy. They'll have a long-term parking buddy. So say their schedule is 8 to 5 every day at the hospital, they're going to be giving their spot up at 5 p.m. and getting a spot when they arrive at work. They won't spend 2 hours coming to their hospital shift in the morning, circling the block just to find parking. So it helps. It's great for users who need reliable schedules.
I think that is our last question.
So you have time for one more, Hal.
One more. I have a question. Could you use it for someone who has a house near a stadium and that
Yes.
individual wanted to post that they have a parking spot near a stadium
Yes. So
or
especially
anywhere?
right. So especially with major baseball games or other stadiums, hockey games, people can post their driveway and rent it out to locals and tourists coming in, as well as, parking near a beach is always hard to find street parking. So people who live near the beach can rent their driveways, or people in the city that live near Central Park can rent their driveways if they're out of their space the whole day.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's all the time for questions. So
That is
Kendra,
it.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was fantastic.